Arb's on the job this morning and he's not feeling 100%, are you, Arb?
No, a little bit under the weather. I don't know why, but he's right. Just monitor it, see what's going on.
Yeah, mate, you didn't have to come, but it's good to see you, bro. And you've got something that someone sent us.
Yeah, so keep up the awesome content. Please pass this on to Arb. Cheers. You know who you are. Thank you very much.
Yeah, he isn't written his name on that, but
No.
came from Blenheim, and
Okay,
I think I know who he is, and he is a good bastard if it's the same guy, but regardless, that's just a really nice gesture, eh?
And what's really cool about this one is that I'm going to be able to cut it off a few times.
I can see that, it's quite long.
It's very long.
Yeah.
It's actually, and it's a proper impact driver socket, while some of the other stuff I've got actually doesn't really be rated for an impact driver socket.
Right.
So
can handle the jandle.
that's exactly right. So I'd like you to get in touch with me if you can, wherever you are, because I'll buy a few more of these because I need to have them in stock. So
Okay.
this is actually the right one. I might take it to one of my suppliers with the code on the back and say get me that too.
Yep.
But if you work for a company and you want the business, then through Clay, you get in touch with me, send me a message or whatever, and then I'll buy it off you.
Let's put it out there.
Yeah,
Good
beautiful. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. This is the real deal.
Show us what you're doing over here, bro. It's
So
awesome.
this is another scriber, this one.
Yeah.
This is what sits in that box corner in.
Wow.
So the timbers, these weatherboards are straight. So unlike the other ones that had the kink in them that were
Yep.
a little bit more, these are actually much nicer to scribe too. So you can see the margins on it is really quite fine.
Yeah, and I love this grain and this timber. It's so fine, eh? This cedar. And you've done such a wicked job, bro. I mean, look how tight this is, guys. Look at the tightness of that. His workmanship is just next to none, bro. You're an absolute craftsman. And that is just, you couldn't do it any better. Really, you couldn't.
Thank you very much. It's all about the thickness of your pencil lead. So what I've put behind there, and the way of a sealant, is coloured sealant in behind it.
Oh, right, eh?
Yeah, so that if there's any spillage, it's not white or black that comes out, you know. And I
Bloody
just
good,
clean it
mate.
off.
That makes good sense.
Yeah, so, and on the other side
Yep.
is the last of the painted ones. So that, because I've done a painted facing and a timber facing, so
Righto.
that's another painted one on there.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. You have two right around.
That's got a little bit of silicon overflow, but I'll undercoat that and tart it up.
Yep.
And that bit of broken weatherboard, I'll pack some silicon in behind there. That broke when it came apart. I'm actually going to bog that because it's not rotten.
Yeah, no.
And I'm just going to put some proper fiberglass bog in there.
You'll never know.
You won't know. You've got to draw a line at some point, you know. You've got to be practical with a job.
Absolutely.
You start pulling everything out. It's like, that's not what we're doing here.
Yep.
And what we're doing is we're improving, upgrading, making it beautiful, warm, safe, strong. And some things we just go, no, we can do that. I'm not a big man for bog, you know, ideally not, but like you wouldn't do it with a handrail because if it's balustrading on a veranda that's rotten, it's rotten.
Yeah, it has its place though, eh?
That's exactly right. And weatherboards, often you tap the weatherboard, see if it's rotten, tap it around with a screwdriver or something like that. If it's not rotten, bang. That was a chip that came out when I pulled the corner apart. The mitre had broken off.
Yep.
So right now, I feel okay with that.
So Tilly's a dog that's actually employed to work. That was Poe jumping over my glass house there. She's employed at the, she doesn't get paid for it, but well, she gets dog roll at the Wakefield Homestead. And her job is to calm, relax, give warmth to elderly people there. They have Tilly on their like bed, sitting up there like they can pat, or on the couch. She's allowed to go up on stuff, and they keep her very clean for that reason. She belongs to Margaret, the nurse there, who's a friend of mine. And right now she's just spending some time with me. Margaret just dropped her off. Okay, you guys behave yourself. And Poe's just walking loose, as is Bruno. And I don't know if you noticed, Bruno's walking a lot better than he was. Calm down, Tilly. Calm down. We're just not putting him in the crate at night, even though it's colder outside. He does better being outside and roaming at night rather than being in one consolidated place. And I think this is getting his blood going better. So the crate wasn't helping him at all. And somebody commented on that, and you're absolutely bang on right. So sort of getting a bounce act. His box down there is quite big, so he can move around that better, but it still is cold. So my lunch today is duck, which you can see I've already eaten the soft bit out, the breast meat, sauerkraut, and nice coriander. What do you want, Arbs? Cup of tea and some eggs.
I had an egg, I had cheese and smoked salmon.
Nice.
Yep, on a sourdough. I've got some yogurt and I think that's a Tangelo.
Oh, yep.
Maybe it's an orange. Bit of citrus, cup of tea.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
Pekin duck is my favourite duck, to the point I'm actually going to grow some ducks here on the farm. So I have my own. I used to have Muscovies, but this tastes way better. Anyway, in the weekend I had a good weekend. I took 4 young guys out pig hunting, which is something I've always done, and it was a full truck. Ideally I would have taken more out. I left 3 behind that wanted to come, but you can only fit 4 boys and an adult in my Hilux, so that's what it was. Biggsy got his own little pig by himself, which we couldn't find. He actually caught it and killed it. It took a long time to get to it, sadly. That's the nature of pig hunting with dogs sometimes. And we also got onto a bigger pig, which we didn't actually stop. I also did a post yesterday, because while I was hunting in the bush, I was thinking about a good mate of mine whose brother committed suicide. He was 38 years old. Glenn was in the North Island, where he had a support network very strong with his brothers, but his brother here, which is a mate of mine, was, he's in the South Island. He'd gone up and been helping him, and as soon as he'd returned to his normal life, his network up there wasn't strong enough, and basically I'm not saying that's the reason he took his own life. There was probably other factors, but it prompted me to make a video to say to all of you men, while you're well and healthy and your life's going good and you feel good and you've got no problems, to do your due diligence as far as looking after yourself and putting things in place for the day when a storm comes. That means maintaining good, healthy relationships with other men and women for that matter too, but keeping your relationships strong. Don't be lazy. Pick up the phone and catch up with that mate you haven't talked to for a while. Us men are shocking at doing this, and I'm guilty of doing it myself, although these days I make a concerted effort to do it. And 17, 18 months ago, when my life turned to shit, when I got cancer and ended up in hospital and there was uncertainty about life, it was my male friends mostly that gathered around me and kept in contact. Arb was going through his own medical thing at the same time, so we still kept contact and checked on each other. We still did checks. I did checks on him, he did checks on me. But rather than wait till you get sick, or whether it's physical, emotional, mental, keep your network strong. Your life is better for it, and it's not like it's work. It's something you'll enjoy and increase the pleasure of your life. Create your social circle and choose your friends wisely. There's an old saying, you'll be judged by the company you keep. So hang out with people that are like-minded to yourself, positive people that don't drain you, that put energy in. And today I'm really blessed. I've got a very powerful network of male friends, which, to be honest, I couldn't make it without them. Just couldn't. No man is an island. We're not all bloody invincible to sickness or bad mental health or bad physical health or bad emotional health or bad spiritual health, or any sort of thing can go wrong at any time. I mean, look at Arb, absolute powerhouse of a bloke. And there he was, with his chest completely wide open, getting a new valve put in his heart only, 2 years ago?
Not quite, 18 months.
18 months ago. Months. And I never ever thought something like that happened to you. And same as me, I never thought I'd get cancer. I was bulletproof. So the message I made was a minute long, and it talked about it. And basically what I said is, men are great at building things like, buildings and boats and ships and planes and rockets and balloons and bridges and structures. But one thing we're not good at doing is building strong network, support networks. And it was a great message, and it went big on Reddit. It was front page, I think, of Reddit. So far it's got like 60,000 views on my YouTube channel. It's only been up for like 12 hours. But the thing that really pissed me off, and it did piss me off, is quite a few feminists jumped on board, and they completely misconstrued the message as if I was saying male against female. What I was saying was that men don't do as well as women. We're good at doing some things and they're good at doing other things, and I stand by that. Like women make fantastic care workers, like doctors, nurses. In that industry they excel way above men. They're way more compassionate, caring. There's great men that do those jobs too. There's great male nurses, but on the whole, women are better. Men make great, builders.
Women also feed their energy into their network too.
They do. They build really good, strong networks.
Yeah, my lady does certain things with different friends, goes walking with them. They do a movie night on a Tuesday night. They do all these different things. Mm-hmm. I could go along if I wanted to, but I don't. We do other stuff with other friends, but she puts a lot of energy into her networks.
Old B, going hard out with Tilly in there. Just taking Tilly for a walk with B. And I don't think she knows about electric fences, so hopefully she keeps away from this thing over here, because it does have a wee bit of power going through it to keep sheep in. She hops around like a little rabbit. Don't you eat Tilly, Bruno. Should be a snack for Bruno, wouldn't you, mate? Yeah. That's right. Boom. Be gone in one bite or two. She's like a little rabbit running around. Almost gets lost in the long grass. That's not really a good place to be, Tilly. He's having a poop. But you want to come away from that shit. That's right. She doesn't really come on a caller. Big come! He's coming. Good boy. Ah, Tilly's coming too. Good girl. Good girl, Tilly. 100 mile. Good girl. Good girl. Lots of praise. Good girl. Good dog. That's a good dog.
He's a filthy mangy mutt, rolls and rotten guts. Still we call dog a man's best friend. Well, she's no pedigree, she likes to drink where people poo and wee. Still we call dog a man's best friend. He dropped the turd on mother's roses, chewed father's garden hoses. Still we call dog a man's best friend. She came from the poor side of town. He came from the bloody pound. From the bloody pound. On sheep shit he likes to munch, then he'll spew it up and eat it for lunch. Still we call dog a man's best friend.
All that long grass.
He'll lick his bum and clean himself, then come and kiss you on the mouth. Still we call dog a man's best friend. When he wants to come inside and you let him in, you can guarantee that he'll want to go outside again.
You can see the grass is quite thick, so Tilly just about gets lost in it. What are you doing now, mate? All stretched out, eh? What's the story there? Hey, you trying to hide in the grass, eh? What's going on?
If you invite your boss for tea, sure he'll try and hump the knee. Still we call dog a man's best friend. When you dress for town in your tidy drawers, he'll jump up with his muddy paws. Still we call dog a man's best friend. Looks as guilty as sin when she takes a poo, but you do it right in public in front of you. Still we call dog a man's best friend. But if you locked him in the boot of your car with your wife and went off and got drunk, who's gonna be the happiest to see you? Later on you get back and open the trunk. He'll stay loyal if you're rich or poor, ugly as sin and you fart and snore, and that's why we call dog man's best friend. That's why we call dog a man's best friend. That's why we call dog a man's best friend.
Good dog. And there goes my old landlord Murray and his beautiful Toyota Land Cruiser V8 70 series. Great trucks. Apparently they're going to go out of production of them. Can't believe that. Barb's just about to leave and he's done these facings around the whole door top and going across that flashing there on both of the doors, which look just awesome. This one again too. One on the corner. Lots of little jobs.
It's a fine finishing work that takes the time sometimes.
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
I know all about it, mate.
Yeah, and you'll notice that I've planed an arris on the edges and the mitre.
Yep.
Because there's no way you can mitre timber outside and it'll stay together. So you do that so it makes a feature of them, and if there's any movement later on it looks okay.
Yeah,
but
right.
if you try and get them to meet perfectly, it won't happen.
No barking, Tilly. Okay, you just had a walk. Stop your barking. I'm trying to talk about the building. So what have we got left, bro? Put a light up here. What else in the front?
Yeah, just these scribers, these little fancy scribers either side.
Oh, yeah.
Like at the end there.
I see you do those as well, do you?
Yeah. Yep.
You put them in here, yeah?
Yeah, yep. Exactly that same thing.
That's a bit of work too, isn't it?
It is a little bit. I mean, probably takes me 3/4 of an hour for a scriber.
Yeah, right.
Probably.
Just to finish it off.
Yeah, and it does. It finishes it off.
Oh, good job today, mate.
Yeah. Tomorrow's another day.
Yeah, I hope you're feeling better tomorrow, bro. I won't kiss you because you got a cold.
No, right, no tongues today.
No tongues ever. Unless you really have to. Hey, bud, thank you. And
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow, or
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Cool, thanks for your week, bud.
Yeah, thank you.
I hope you're feeling better. If you're feeling like shit tomorrow, don't come in, mate.
Well, the jib plaster is going to come in the afternoon. I'll check with him in the morning what time. So if I'm feeling like shit, I'll just come to meet him here, you know?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Don't push it. How are you feeling now?
it's sort of the same, just like, you know.
Well, the guys wouldn't even go to work. Have a good
Well,
early night's sleep.
Yeah,
Vitamin
when you
C.
think about COVID, you should probably not go to work technically, but it's not COVID.
You haven't got COVID, bro. You got no
Yeah.
temperature.
No, that's right.
And you're also not. You're pretty much in a very tight bubble anyway.
That's it. I'm just talking about political correctness.
Yeah, political correctness. I think there's just certain things you know with COVID, but you do have to
Absolutely,
be
yeah.
vigilant still.
Yeah.
Could happen.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll see you in the morning, and if you're not feeling 100%, just don't come.
Yeah.
I can be here if you need me to. I'll be on the houseboat probably till about 10 tomorrow, mate.
Yeah, well, he said the afternoon, so I'll catch up with him. See what he's
Sweet.
doing.
Okay, bro.
Okay.
Thank you.
See
See you, mate. Tilly's going to play with all the big dogs, aren't you, Tilly, eh? Yeah. Don't you eat it, Bruno. No.
There's a funny dog called Tilly. All the other dogs think she's silly. Everywhere she goes, she's always in a rush. And all my hunting dogs who like to get out and hunt them hogs think Tilly's just an oversized toilet brush. Tilly bounces to the grass 'cause she's a real short ass. When she whines in her kennel, I say, hush, Tilly, hush. All my hunting dogs who like to get out and hunt them hogs think Tilly's just an oversized toilet brush. There's a funny little dog called Tilly, and all the other dogs think she's silly. Everywhere she goes, she's always in a rush. And all my hunting dogs who like to get out and hunt them hogs think Tilly's just an oversized toilet brush.
Good dogs. You're doing a good job keeping up, mate. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Doing a good job through this long grass. Heat up, Bruno. Good boy. Poe. Get in, Poe. Good girl. So this many dogs, you know, you've got to really keep things under control. B, get them behind. If you don't, just one thing goes wrong and you've got a whole lot of dogs packing on each other. And it does happen. And it's happened with me before. They're all good now. Bruno's starting in the rear. These guys are just all in here. I've got my big pointy stick. This is them for hitting the dogs. This is for doing this. The dog gets in front, like down here. I'll show you. Heel. Just keeps them back. Heel. Tilly doesn't know the command. Tilly. Heel. That's it. She doesn't know the command. She's never heard the command heel. She learned it pretty quick. She's a clever dog. Bruno, come. He's always in the back just waiting. Good boy, Bruno. Good dog. Bruno, come. These guys are all waiting. Good dog. Bruno, come. Good boy. And behind. Good dogs. B. Get him behind. Good dogs, B. Good boy. Tilly, you got to learn that command, okay? Bruno, come. Good boy. Good dog. Can easily be a hare lying down here. I'll sit right to the last minute and then I'll bust out. This guy looks like he's sniffing one right now. There's heaps of distractions around on the farm for the dogs, like rabbits, hares, everything else. Bruno, come. I know a couple of little dogs that would like to chase after those guys. One bolting up there at the fence line right now. See it making a getaway. And filming a long way off. Man, he's going fast, right through into the neighbour's place, over to Bob's. Plenty of ducks in the pond. It's a big jump for a wee dog. Now old Bunny just sitting tight, trying to give himself away. These guys just enjoying all the smells of all the hares and rabbits that have been running through here. Out of there, B. B, come. Up out of there. B. Back up, mate. Good dog, B. Good dog, B. Pretty hard with such a high prey drive to expect him not to. Because he's just about as big as his mum now. Not quite, but he's getting there. You don't think of Pa as being a big dog, but she actually is quite a big dog. Possum, roadkill. That's for you, Bruno. Good dog. It tastes good, mate, does it? So the good thing about feeding a whole animal like this is he gets all the bones, which has got all the calcium which he needs, all the marrow out of the bones. And being raw, of course, he can break those down. You don't feed dogs cooked bones because they splint it. There's another leg going, a whole forearm there getting chewed up. Those big, powerful jaws. 500 pounds per square inch, one of the biggest bite ratios on any dog I've ever known, actually. When you consider the jaw muscle, it just about wraps right around the head. See the split head the dogo's got? It comes right around there. I'm not going to finger where it goes exactly to show you why he's crunching on that bone, because the finger might get chewed off by mistake, eh, Bruno? It's good, Tucker. You made short work of that leg, mate. It's gone. He'll work his way around the skin. He'll eat some of the skin. Normally I'd take off the claws of the feet, but he knows how to get his way around those. I've watched him do that. His favourite part of a possum is the entire head, but this one's actually gone. You can see the ears there, but it's actually gone. It got smashed up. Anyway, we'll leave him with that. That's his Tucker. And if you can't find possum on the road, then Posse Yum is the next best bet. I just bought these now down at the Mapua country store. And to be honest, there's probably more than one possum in that because it's all compact. Ducky likes it, don't you, mate? Have you had Posse Yum before? Yeah, you know what time it is, don't you, eh? Hey, fatty, like you need it. There you go, eat up. There we go, eat up. B, eat up in your box. In your box, B. Be in your box. Good boy. Geez, you're going to make short work of that, aren't you, mate? We might have to give you another piece, I think. Because he's quite a big appetite. Gee, that went fast. You want more? Hey, Pace, there you go. In your box, Pace. In your box. Hey, Teddy, you want some, mate? There we go. Geez, you're spoilt. You're a fat wee dog. You don't really need it. She's actually overweight. She needs to lose weight. She's probably done more running to do on the farm than she's done her entire life. She's enjoying that. You guys want seconds, don't you? B, eat up. In your box, B. Big C, eat up. He was hungry. You're a good boy. If he starts eating that fast, I'm going to start chopping up small pieces because he may choke. Normally he doesn't eat that fast, but today's got an appetite. That went fast, mate. That's all you're getting. Po, wagging your tail. No more for you, mate. You've done your lot. Yep. Lady in Red. How's that song go?
We dance cheek to cheek. Lady in Red. These are German high-vis overalls.
Right.
My mate in the bike shop in Tostedt. Hi, Jörg. Jörg always had these, and I remember I've been going to Germany for probably almost 30 years now.
Yeah, right.
And that's the sort of bigger village, and I'd go and get chains from him and cassettes and stuff because it was all cheaper in Germany. And I said one time, man, those overalls are cool, because in Australia all of a sudden we had to have high vis, and I'd have a blue pair of overalls with an orange breast on them.
Right.
What are you? You're an orange breasted overall bird, you know? So I was like, nah, that's naff. So get me these. Interestingly enough, I'd wear them in Australia, and I'd go into the hardware store and people would kind of be a bit like,
right.
Who's that guy? Who's that guy wearing them overalls here?
Hey, didn't you have a ute that was red as well?
Well, funnily enough, I did.
Yeah, and don't you also have a van that's red?
Absolutely.
There's a pattern going on here, Arb. Come on.
Pattern going on here, mate. Red goes faster.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are good.
Nice.
Got a fly, so you can have a pee. It's getting warmer now, so then I need to hop into my shorts too, you know?
Yep, you need to be able to have a pee when you're a bloke without taking everything off, eh?
That's right, it's a pain. It's a pain if you have to...
That's actually something we take for granted that women don't have, is we can just easily, like out here, go for a pee when you need to.
Yeah, but if you spend time living on, I've lived on sailboats before for sometimes extended periods of time,
Yeah.
cruising around bits and pieces of countryside and that, and women learn to pee on a sailboat.
Do they?
Yep, that's all right. They just need something to hang on to.
Right.
Usually the shroud, lean over the outside.
Yeah, right,
pee.
Yeah, true.
So,
Hey, so what's going on today?
it's describing day to day, so it's describing all those things around the front.
Yep.
And then basically the front can then get its next 2 coats of seconds, which I want to do to it. You know, I don't want to have too much sun on it.
Yep.
On the timber. I mean, it's reasonably protected, but I want to get these 3 coats on.
Yeah, right.
The front, and then that's technically finished. Then, you know, I like to finish a certain area
Absolutely.
as I go along.
Yeah.
You know? And today the plasterer should be arriving.
Okay,
And
cool.
this afternoon. So we'll have a brief. You know, we'll discuss what's going where, what the size of the skirting, the architraves, and the cornices, and then leave him to it. Tomorrow I won't be here. It's my birthday.
Yeah.
So I'll be thinking of my mother, and he'll be able to work without me in his face, which is cool. Today he'll do a base coat, tape it on the internals and the externals and the joints.
Right.
Tomorrow he'll come in and he'll do a top coat all the way around, and then he'll probably come in on Thursday or maybe Friday, depending on the drying.
Yep.
It looks like our rain's not going to happen now, so it'll probably be better drying. That's a cozy room in there. So,
It's very warm in there, eh?
yeah, it is. You've got the sun coming through the doors. So, yeah, and then he'll sand it, so he'll be done this week. I'll be able to put the skirtings on next week, and that's the plan.
Awesome, bud. Well, I'll let you carry on. I'm going to run dogs and do my duties, and I'll talk to you later.
Indeed.
Thanks, bud.
So the edges of the weatherboards aren't square, so what I do with the saw when I bring it through here, that last bit, I push it on an angle just to get that slightly rounded to suit it with the weatherboards.
Call it an arris there.
That's the bottom edge of the weatherboard's got a little arris on them.
Right. Okay, bud.
So yeah, it's
important to get you that perfect fit.
well,
eh?
it just all, as you know, it makes it for a better finish, eh?
Yeah,
That's what
totally.
it's all about.
No, good stuff to know. So you said you're timing these to see how long it takes. What do you reckon it takes in total to
Let's see.
do one?
So 10:06, 9:40. So that's about a few minutes talking, but so far we've done 20 minutes.
Right. Yesterday you said it was 3/4 an hour. What do you think the overall is? Because you've got to sort
Well,
of go
I've got to
back.
screw it on and
Yep.
do a coat of paint on it and everything.
Yeah, right.
This is straight off the saw, so I may have to do some adjustments.
You're not too bad for straight off the saw, me old China, that's for sure.
No, that's right. Yep. Not going to have to do any adjustments at all. Oh well, perfect's good enough for me. Number one. Then I'll coat it.
Oh, you number each one, right, eh?
Yeah, so I'll mark and cut them all. So that, so far, is 20 minutes. So by the time I paint it, a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And then I screw it up. So it's actually probably more like about 35 minutes.
You're a bit faster than you thought.
Yeah, yeah. I've never timed it before. never actually timed to see how long it takes. So, just guessing.
Yeah. What's the cedar like to work with? Is it good timber to work with?
Yeah, well, it's interesting because it's soft.
Yep.
And it generally doesn't have, it's not good to get the dust. Cedar dust is
Yeah, right.
a little bit, I mean any dust is, to be honest. Treated pine dust is pretty bad as well.
Yeah.
But I guess the cedar dust might be finer. When we were building boats, we used to use it for strip planking.
Yeah, right.
So we'd actually lay strips like this all over the mould. Then we'd put epoxy with micro balloons in it, because the boat would be this kind of shape, you know. We'd
Yeah, right.
put it all through in the gaps and clean it off. Before it went hard, we'd then glass over it with cloth, you know.
Yep.
And we would buy it in a big plank and we'd rip it up to the size battens that we wanted. Often we'd buy it basically in a 10 by 2, as we call
Right.
it, so 250 by 50, and we'd rip it up in 50 by about 16 mil, I think we'd do. And I remember at the time...
What did you rip it with? A proper rip saw?
Yeah, like a saw bench, you know. Yep.
Okay.
And at the time, the guy I was working for then, he said that the dust is quite, he reckons it reduced your lung capacity every litre of dust that you'd get. Obviously it's bollocks, but the fact is that it was a bit more corrosive, and if you did get too much dust in your lungs, you'd feel it, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was like, okay.
Absolutely.
But cedar is soft, so it's nice, but you've got to be careful. You can't slip with the saw, because if you do, you'll go through.
Yeah.
You know, it's very fine grain, very light.
Yeah.
And it's quite soft, but it's nice timber to work with because
Oh,
there's
I
not
love
many
it.
knots in it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And
Yeah.
I mean, how old is this tree? Look at the lines.
Well,
eh?
this is it, you know, you'd have to count a line for every year, wouldn't you?
Yeah, all the carbon lines,
Yeah.
eh? So,
That's right. So it's you'd almost say that a tree like this would be Canadian or Swedish or something like that.
slow growing.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's like Douglas fir or Oregon. You look at Swedish fir. I used it for the stringers on one of my boats that I built myself, that catamaran that I had.
Yep.
Do you remember that
I
catamaran?
do. Yep.
So those stringers were all made out of, and their fir, their Oregon, looked like it was this sort of grain. It was so close. And you look at our Oregon, we haven't got any here, but the grain's really quite wide because it grows so well here.
You can see why it's so expensive, because it takes so long to grow and it's
Yep.
imported from overseas.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, nice timber. Well, it's a luxury you have on the house, and I won't be doing the whole house, just the front.
Yeah, it's
Can't afford the whole house.
No, it's pretty. It looks nice.
Oh, it is.
Coming.
It's beautiful.
It's uplifted it massively.
Pace likes it, don't you, Pace? He's wagging his tail. It'd be nice to be able to afford the whole house, but it's just not a reality. However,
No.
this is the bit that most people see, so we've put it that in a day.
We spent about $6,000 on this bit.
I know,
so
just
it'd
$6,000
be
in
about
that.
30 odd thousand to 40,000 in materials alone to get
To do the whole house.
through the whole house.
Yeah, no,
so-
it's not in the budget. Compared to pine, would it be half that pine?
Yeah, easily. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
It would be easily half that.
Yeah, so
And you know, like you paint treated pine, and treated pine is a good thing.
yeah,
A lot of people say it's dangerous. The fact is that it's put in under pressure,
right.
and it doesn't come out unless you machine it. So like your pine deck, you're not going to lie on that deck and then get any leaching of the chemicals coming out into your breath. It doesn't happen.
No.
Even rain on it, it doesn't
Oh,
happen.
mate, listen, you look at a 10-lised fence post on the farm,
Yeah,
and you see all the grass growing right next to it.
Yeah,
It loves it. It doesn't care.
yeah,
know, 'cause
and you
nothing
look
comes
at
out.
15 mil thick fence palings as well. You know, in Australia they often, it was quite interesting. We bought, when we first moved into a house, we bought a fence second hand.
Yeah.
All the palings were treated pine, and a lot of up north they like using hardwood. Oh, you got to use hardwood, you know,
Yeah.
it's real timber. So okay, they used hardwood. So all the posts and rails were rotten, and the palings were still good.
Well, that tells a story,
And
doesn't
it does tell a story,
Yeah,
because
right.
the palings were getting wind and rain and sun.
Yeah.
They're only 15 mils thick. They were really working.
Yeah.
The post was quite dense, 3x2 and 4x4 posts and 3x2 rails, and
Yeah.
they're all buggered. They're all
Yeah.
soggy.
Got a couple of rabbits. You can just see the ears. Maybe if I lift the camera up, you can see them more. Probably not. I'll zoom right out. The dogs are like sniffing and looking at them. Leave it, rabbits. They're hopping around. You can hear the paradise ducks. And I'm wondering if they've got some babies somewhere. Bit early yet. Although spring sort of like come early this year. Well, that's way too early for spring, but it sort of feels like it. There's buds on trees and there's daisies growing in the paddock, so I'm buggered if I know. These two paradise ducks have been hanging around for ages just around here on the farm. So this is interesting. Poe just found this. And what it is possum yum. It's been buried. Have it, leave it. Don't touch. Away you go, away you go, away you go. So, judging by the size, that would be Bruno's. And he's buried it a while ago. Give it a clean off. He's buried it because I've been feeding him either too much or he's hiding it for another day. What you don't realise, Bruno, is you're feeding the rats. Get a bit more of a scrub off on these branches here. And he's the dog that needs it the most, so you can have Bruno. Eat up, Bruno. Eat up. Way you go. Don't bury it again, mate. I'm just wondering what other dog tucker is buried around here. Good boy. I try to keep the condition on the old fella because he loses it very quick. He's got a big body mass to maintain. Being 65 kg. Since we've let him roam at night, his back leg has come right and he's walking on it again good. So it may well have been just the crate we had him inside for the winter. He's actually done better being outside in the cold but roaming. Well, he made pretty short work of that. Good boy.
Oh yes, you're saying that I didn't put all them screws in properly.
Is that right?
You can't hear anything.
Got camera too. Evidence.
Yeah.
So you guys are a team together here?
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Do you have any fights like you and your, like boyfriend girlfriend fight? No fights.
We'll
That's,
soon find out.
oh, then I have to ask the second question: is it quite early you've been together? Is it? You're still the honeymoon stage. You haven't got to.
Honeymoon.
Oh,
This is not my sort of honeymoon.
Come on, mate. You're smiling.
That's good. I think we did pretty well, eh?
How long?
Yeah, no, we do. Yeah,
Yeah.
work together, live together.
How long have you been working together for?
Oh, you're like year and a half, 2
Oh, yeah.
years.
Oh, well, you're definitely past the honeymoon stage of 2 years. They say it's 18
Yeah,
months the honeymoon stage.
Yeah, they do say that.
Do you enjoy doing the work?
Yeah, I like it.
That's great.
Yeah, I've always done, I was always in admin, so I was working for surgeons,
Okay.
doing, hospital work
Right.
and things like that, so.
So you're a registered nurse?
No, I was practice manager for 5 surgeons
Righto.
when I was in Australia. I lived there for like 11 years, but I'm from here. And that's all I've ever done really.
So this is a little bit different to passing a scalpel to the surgeon or...
Yeah, definitely.
It's very similar.
But I love doing all this sort of
It's like
stuff.
plastic surgery, isn't it?
Yeah. I love doing all this sort of stuff though.
Got a double masters
In my spare time I'm trying to flip furniture.
Okay.
So I'm only doing plastering 4 days a week now, and then
Right.
on the Wednesday, which is my day off, trying to make a bit of business doing that.
That's awesome. It's great watching how confident you are working while you're actually chatting away to us there.
yeah. They
Because
say women can multitask, but it's not always true.
I think they do it better than us, but at the same time, this profession, would it be mainly men that do this normally?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen any. Well, I mean there are women plasterers, but I haven't come across any yet. But we know a few painting couples.
Yep.
And they're also they're on jobs that we're on, and
You know Letitia?
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Letitia,
down on the t-shirt, yeah.
They did the inside of our place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're good painters, eh?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So then, and there's another couple And they haven't killed each other yet, so.
Haven't killed each other. Oh, I'm going to ask you, man, how do you rate her workpersonship?
So good.
Good?
Better than most dudes I've had actually.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome to hear, man.
That's so good.
That's great.
I think women have got a good eye for detail.
You think what, sorry?
Women have got a good eye for detail.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of women make better marksmen than men too when it comes to shooting, which a lot of men kind of don't like to hear about, but it's in my experience.
Yeah. I don't think man or woman matters, eh? You just got to have an eye for detail and
Yep.
know what the end result's going to be.
Yeah.
Unusual being photographed and stuff. Just a little.
You have to have strong shoulders to do that, wouldn't you? Because you're pushing up that pressure all the time.
Yeah, I guess. They get strong and then they wear out, hey?
Yeah, well, they do wear out. So how's Arb's work to work over the top of? Because I had a few plasterers and jib fixers say, oh, he shouldn't have done this, he shouldn't have that, but I thought he did well. Is it perfect? Is it really perfect?
Yeah. No, it's good. Man, you see some shockers.
Yep.
No, it's good to do it.
That's good to hear. You just got a good report there, Arbs.
Sorry?
You know how I had a few guys grizzle about, oh, I'm a jib fixer and, you know, he's going to be bloody pissed off when he comes here and it's not going to be flash. I just asked you, man, you know, how'd you find Arb's work to work over top? And he goes, he's perfect.
I'll give you that money later, Joe. Thanks. Oh, you want double the amount now, do you?
Well,
builder in New Zealand, what am I saying, Nelson?
you guys are working together as a team here, aren't you? Collaborating. Well, it's good to get a great report, eh? I actually trust Arb. I trust his word when he, you know, for anything, because I've known him forever since we were at school, and if he tells me somebody's good, they're good, and if he's, you know, he's honest and
Yeah, like say word of mouth is the best one, eh?
absolutely.
Well, we've got Joe on the job, mate.
No one's going to tell you. They're not.
Not just Joe on the job. You're missing someone, Arb.
Joe and Mel are the good team.
What's that, bud?
Joe and Mel are the good team. That's why we got them on the job.
Joe and Mel, the good team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess Joe and Mel are a good team. Yeah. Working way faster than I could imagine. I've seen a few guys work, but hell, you guys aren't mucking around. What's that, bro?
Charged by the minute.
Charged by the minute.
Adrian, you were supposed to tell him that. No, it's faster than faster, so got to get a move on and get the first coat on. Put sets.
Right.
This will be set shortly, and then we'll go over it.
How you finding it, Mel? All right, mate?
Yeah, it's a nice summer's day today, actually.
It's hard work doing what you're doing, isn't it? It's physically, you know, quite a bit, eh?
Yeah, you definitely get a sweat on.
Yeah, I can
for
see
sure.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, close up to the sweat, that's for sure. Yeah, no, it's good. I was doing it 5 days a week. It's definitely.
5 days a week would be hard yakka, eh?
Yeah, I was doing it 5, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm doing it 4, which is better because yeah, you do find that
By the 5th day, you're starting to feel a bit tired,
yeah,
eh?
you feel real tight in the shoulders, especially
Yep.
if you're doing like ceilings and stuff. That's alright, we get there.
Cool. Don't know what it is. Ah, it's from Reese. You good bastard, Reese. There's also some Reese. Reese and Pip. Woohoo! Thank you. Reese and Pip have sent me a lot of stuff, tools and that, which I'm very, I appreciate a hell of a lot. Yeah, that's the alpha dog, Bruno. He's the big boss here. Yep. And the other dogs have challenged him, like these two little Pace and Bee. They challenged at one stage and they actually beat him up.
Hey.
But at that stage there was like all the dogs were on him because they started packing on him, so it became a bit of a problem, didn't it, boy? Yeah. And I did sort that out and finally got them separated. He healed up pretty good, but Yeah, he's getting old, and that's what happens. They challenge the alpha dog. Geez, Poe's getting lots of love from you, Mel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys are dog people.
Yeah.
I think I don't think you guys, if you ever stay together, like long-term relationship, I think you'll have a dog before you have a child, eh?
I'd say so.
Yeah. Probably
Wait.
like 5 dogs.
5 dogs. That's like being a hunter. Either you're a hunter or you're a bit crazy,
Yeah.
You've got that many dogs, or you're a farmer.
It's the crazy.
Yeah. What sort of dog did you have, Mel?
Did I have?
Yeah.
Yeah, Maltese Shih Tzu.
Oh,
It's only
okay.
a small wee one.
Yeah.
He had 3 legs.
3
The
legs?
other one ripped off by pig hunting dogs.
You joking me, really?
No.
Seriously?
Yeah, through the fence. Yeah. Yeah. It was
Holy
epic
shit.
story, that one.
So what happened to the dogs that did that?
Oh, I didn't want to get them put down or anything because, they're bred to do that, but not obviously for offence to dogs. But I just said to them...
Well, they're not bred to do that. They're bred to
Yeah.
hold a pig, so that,
Yeah. So I was just like, oh, it wasn't their fault. They were right hard up against my fence
Yep.
to their house, their kennel was. So I just
Oh, I
said to
see.
the owner, he just needs to put like a colour
Yeah,
bond
mate.
fence up.
That's really, really cool because that's not always the case. And did the council say anything about it?
Oh yeah, there was all these like interviews and stuff going on, and I just said, look, pay for the vet bill and put a colour bond fence up in case it's a kid,
Yeah, mate, yeah.
And then I just said, let's just call it that, just be done with it.
That's really, really good response. I like that. Although
Yeah.
I wouldn't tolerate it with my dog, so there's another dog, but I
Yeah.
think it's a really good response. And you don't know the circumstances, the situation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was just like, it's fine.
Getting lots of love there, Poe.
Right.
She normally doesn't get that many pats unless she catches a pig, so she's just going, I've done something good here. I don't know what it is, but I know I've done something good because I'm getting patted. Oh, I pat her. I'm a softie. Yeah, I'm a softie. This guy's trying to slope off, just watching. Good dog, B. Good dog, B. Comes in, yes, and old Pace hangs around like a little shadow. He's here all the time. Full on all the time with these guys. G'day, how you going? Pace and B just going 100 mile an hour non-stop, man. They've been like playing like this for quite a while. They've had 3 plays today, or outside of the pen, and just going full on all the time. So far we've never managed to get out of control and have a scrap. They're pretty good. Good dogs. Good dogs. Come on, Pace. Get in, Pace. Good dogs. Good dogs. Poe. Poe, come. Good girl. That's a good dog. B. Don't slope off, mate. I know you want to run down there and chase a rabbit. We're doing the front paddock for a walk now. Come on. Good boy, Pace. Come on. Poe just nails Bigsy. Mind you, she also allows him to be dominant at times, but overall she nails him. They play pretty full on. And Bigsy's just like his mum. He's a good pig dog. He's only a puppy and he's already caught 2 pigs by himself. Second coat?
Yep. Just basically getting ready for just throwing up all the hollows and stuff,
Oh yeah.
Getting it flat for tomorrow for the next pit.
Cool.
Got all the corners in there.
Yeah, right.
All the dags off.
So you're actually cleaning that off, are you? Or are you putting it on?
Just cleaning it.
Yep.
Get all the dags off, and
Yep.
then otherwise you just end up putting it around
Right.
and just scratch, big scratchy
What?
stuff through it.
Can't eat it, Pace.
Like that.
Pace should look good.
Chickens are coming to pick it off your shoes and stuff.
Yeah, chickens eat all sorts of shit. They even eat polystyrene.
Do they?
Yeah, silly buggers.
complex cards.
Yeah. So you don't worry wearing overalls, do you, Mel?
No,
No.
I don't worry about those sorts of things.
No, get on you, mate.
I am. Sorry, the wash it all comes off.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise, I'd be a bit more, cautious.
Yep. Oh, it's awesome watching your work, mate. It really is. It's just, you make it look so easy.
Yeah. I've definitely had to practice, that's for sure.
How long did it take you to get it down?
Oh. I would still argue that I did a good job, but...
Yeah. Well, your man says you do a good job, so that's good enough for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how long it took. There's getting really confident with it, I guess, and then there's...
Yeah, right. Is it actually a trade that you can do to be do what you do?
Yeah, I think they call it building finishing systems.
Yep.
Which is basically from framing right up to skirtings and architraves and plastering.
Oh, yep.
And then painting goes into the next trade.
Bloody good.
Yeah. Alright, I wasn't trying to cut off, I was just going to jump in and stagger it. Yeah, you can bloody hell, this is it.
Are you guys having a domestic?
No.
He cut you off.
These are the things we fight about. You might cut me
So
off on
he
one of
cut
my
you off.
joints.
I just heard you say you cut me off.
Yeah.
So what did he do? Come on, tell us about it.
Well, this is what I'm working on here.
Oh yeah, right. You did just say before that you wanted to do the high bits. Were you up the ladder, were you?
Yeah, well, I was up the ladder. It's
It's a
alright.
lose-lose
It
situation.
just means I get to stop work, so I'm happy. No.
Trying to help.
It depends, because he's left-handed, I'm right-handed.
Oh, right.
So, sometimes we need to come on to joins a certain way.
You know, us men, we can't win. You know, he's just trying to help you, mate. And, you know,
It's always something. We do complain.
that's funny.
We mean well.
Try.
I think you do incredibly well in a job where you really got to work together as a team. Because if you one little mistake and you've done it in someone else's work, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're a good team, eh?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we've always been a good team.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
What's the question?
The question is, how is it you guys manage to be so happy together? Because I know a lot of couples that work together, it doesn't work out, eh? I've never been in that situation, but I know a lot of couples that they just cannot work together. And they'll say it. They'll say, I couldn't work with me, drive me crazy. What's the...
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't...
Be polite to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, be polite. I'm talking to your mate, not your enemy.
Yeah. I mean, we have a laugh often, so...
Humour?
Yeah, we don't take anything too seriously.
Yeah.
You know? But,
Does he ever poke fun of you if you lose it, or do you poke fun of him if he loses it? Because it does happen. We all have.
it depends, but we've got that line, I guess, each of us that, we know when not to poke fun, but...
Right, so you're not... Yeah, okay.
But, if it's like little stuff, sometimes it just takes the edge off if you,
Yeah, for sure.
make fun of it.
Do either of you ever push each other's buttons just for fun, to see what you can get away with?
Oh.
It's not that fun.
Okay.
You hit the button and the fun's over.
Yeah, no.
You don't do that? No.
Sometimes, depends. Yeah.
I used to hunt with a guy called Adventure Dan, and he was my hunting partner, and we're mates. But I used to always push his button to see if he was going to punch me, and it didn't matter how much I pushed him, he would never quite come to that.
Yeah.
He knew I was taking the piss, but he'd be tripping over down the hill going to the pig, and I'd put my foot out and give a wee tap, and he'd fly over more. And the whole time it was that was our friendship with both of them. And I had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun hunting with Dan.
Yeah.
But, no, I don't think it would work with your partner. Anyways, awesome. Thanks for letting me come and interrupt your space while you're working.
No, that's all good.
Just flying so fast. It's great.
Yeah, we're done now.
Awesome. That just happened so quick. Yeah. Arb's just saying you met his wife on the job.
That's correct.
Yeah.
My common law wife.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. She was, we were doing the 70-hour weeks, doing a pre-production work for the Salt and the Brunei.
Yep.
Plastic sculpture work.
Oh, yeah.
So we had 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. So that's how we got to know each other. So we
Right.
got to see each other's sides pretty quickly because there was constant pressure
Yeah.
all the time. I was like they call it a team leader, like the foreman on the shift.
Yep.
So I had to try and keep everyone enthused a lot of people reach their limits and stuff
Yep.
like that. But yeah, so that's why our relationship probably works so well, is because we already did the work thing and
Yeah.
the stress thing, and now we just had the fun afterwards, so to speak.
You do indeed.
Yeah.
Get him, Pace! Elle's rocked up. Hey, Pace! Here she comes! It's Wonder Woman! Dun, 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 dun. Pace is so excited to see you. He's like, she took me for a walk this morning.
Hey, Pace was so good this morning. And when there was rabbits, he came back. Didn't you, Pace? Good boy. How's it going here?
Oh, it's good, mate. It's good. How you doing?
People on the job? Yeah, good.
Yeah, no, we've got Mel and Joe here today.
Hi, how are you?
How's your day going?
Oh, all good.
All good?
Pretty busy at the cafe, which is good.
Yep.
Makes the days go faster. Makes you feel like you're doing something.
And how were the dogs this morning when you walked them?
Oh, good. Let it be though, honestly.
Yeah, a few troubles?
Yeah, he's just like, I had him on the lead and he's like, just
Right.
stuff to annoy me. But
Little bugger, eh? Oh,
we're making our peace.
have you punched him in the head again or not? Come on.
Nope. Oh, no. None of that. I did give him a wee whack on the bum with the end of the lead today though. So he was all like, woof.
Well, you got to show him his boss, mate.
That's it. Good. This place is taking shape. Oh, yeah, the wardrobe in.
Yeah, well, the wardrobe's been there for a while. They've just done the plastering on it. Yeah, no, I stuck it in a while ago.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing it. Where's your fireplace going?
Gonna go over here, but we're just holding off on that for now.
Oh, yeah. And then that'll back off into the back of the fireplace.
No, mate, it'll just go straight through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
One of those
pot
little-
belly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that should be pretty cool, eh?
Oh,
It's
nice.
gonna be a nice warm room. Currently, I'm giving Elle a lesson on how to play the ukulele. She's doing alright. She's left-handed, so it's around the other way. You're doing okay, mate. It's not bad at all. You come over for a feed, mate. What's going on, Ducky? P? Ducky's into your music, mate. I like your camo tights, they're pretty cool.
Oh, thanks.
Are they new?
No, got these about a year ago. Even to the day. Nah.
You looked
What's
after them
today's
pretty
date?
well.
Got them in LA. Only one day in LA. Balled out.
What do you reckon, Pace? Do you reckon they look cool? Are you coming for another hug, have you? Okay, fair enough. Good dog, mate. So, when you wake up in the morning, though, what's the very first thing you do?
Toilet.
Toilet, then what?
Dogs.
Toilet, then dogs, okay. I'll make
Sorry.
a song called Them Doggy Walking Blues.
It's important to get the facts right if you're singing the blues.
Early in the morning, Elle wakes up. She goes to the toilet when she jumps out of her house truck. Then she goes to them dog kennels. She lets out Pace, B, and Poe. Don't forget Big Z and Bruno.
And Bruno too.
But those fucking Waller Terriers chase a rabbit and piss her off. She got them doggy walking blues. True story. He chased a rabbit.
And Pays went with him.
Yeah. When they came back, guess what? She punched the man in the head. Got them doggy walking blues. Every time you know you're gonna lose. Did you really punch the dogs in the head? I know you punched the horse out once.
Oh yeah, nah, swung and missed that horse.
Swung and missed that horse. Oh, okay, lucky for the horse. Them doggy walking blues. So you walk the dogs in the morning.
And I never ever get angry.
She loses her cool. You ever seen a redhead woman so mad? When the doggy walking blues gets out of control, then how she gets it bad. Got them doggy walking blues. Doggy stops on every tree where it does its doggy wheeze and poos.
Oh.
Yeah, so early in the morning with them doggy walking blues. Now stay cool and don't lose your cool.
You hear that, Pace? Don't lose your cool.
Posse yum in the morning, and posse yum at night. She feeds them posse yum and sometimes chunky and makes everything alright. Got them doggy walking blues. They slope off to chase a rabbit, a hare or two. So tell me, what's the cure? What's the cure, dear Elle, for them doggy walking blues? I tell you the cure, put them on a bloody lead.
And a hot cup of joe.
That song was about you, Pace. Pace is actually good. B's the naughty dog. He's the one that slopes off, isn't he?
Yeah, but Pace can be influenced very easily.
Yeah.
But he can be influenced by me as well to be good. So that's important.
So I've tuned up this guitar for Elle just now, and it's not totally in tune at all. It's gone out of tune while I'm playing it, but I'm going to teach her a couple of tunes.
Yeah.
Elle's going to be here. She's aiming to be here till about February next year, and then she's going to go to Australia. If she can get to Australia, she might not. So in that meantime, we can teach her some stuff on the guitar, and she can shake them doggy walking blues.
Yeah, can't we, Pace? And shake your hand. Good job today, Pace. Thanks for that.
Starting to rain. Are you done for the day, Arbs?
That was good timing, eh? Like finish and then the rain comes in. It was waiting.
Yeah, mate, it was. Yeah.
Waiting.
Yeah. Had a good day, bro?
Yeah, I'm really happy. He's pretty happy because his pencil lead's 4 mils thick and his eyesight's as bad as crap, but the gaps were smaller than that.
That's a good sign, bro.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I actually concentrate like buggery when I cut it on the saw. That's what you got to do.
Well, the priest said you would go blind, bro. You didn't believe him, but you did, eh? And then,
The priest, well, I won't say anything about what religion he was.
hey, they look good, man. Look at this, eh? Nice and tight. Oh, yeah.
Yep. I run a little sandpaper down them as I do, you know, to make them narrows. But yeah, it's a lot of satisfaction in that.
Oh, yeah, mate. There's a lot of satisfaction. Really tight as, bro.
And it's got sealant behind it, and that
Right.
bang stops. It was quite interesting because I was around the other side here while I was marking this one,
Oh, yep.
and the wind was blowing through the corner.
Yeah, right,
Because I put them all on at the end. So while I was marking it, I could feel the wind
Right.
coming actually out through here. So it was going outside the weatherboard around the corner and blowing
Yep.
out through the other side.
Righto.
So it shows you rain does potentially come through there, you know.
Absolutely it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like it, Pace? Do you think it's good? He's smelling where a door once used to be and goes, how the hell do I get through there? I saw him the other day pouring it, trying to get through there.
Who did that, Pace, eh?
This is great, bro. A lot of work, eh? A lot of fine
Yeah,
detail.
well, I mean, I did what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them.
6.
And 9:30, I was packed my tools out by 9:30, so and it's about 4 o'clock.
So what'd you end up coming with time-wise? Did you time it?
So,
to
well,
do
yeah,
it?
say 9:30 to 4 o'clock. So what's that? That's half an hour for lunch, half an hour for smoke, I say. So 10:30 to 4 o'clock is 1.5 hours. So 5.5 hours. 6 divided by 5.5 hours. So there you go. It's about 50 minutes is what it takes.
Right, yeah. Bloody good.
I was packing up tools and unpacking tools, and
Sure.
sort of 20 minutes for smoke. That.
Yeah, and a lot of those conversations go on for time when you're working stuff out. You know, it's all part of it.
Yeah. So yeah.
Good job, bro. So Arb and I are getting a yoga lesson, and what's this one here called, mate?
Downward dog.
And Pace is like, I know that one. He's doing it too. There we go. There's downward dog. There it goes.
Boy, play.
Upward dog, an upward dog.
Here we go.
He says, yeah.
Yeah, low lunge.
Just
Yep,
ask
that's
me.
good.
That's upward dog.
Here we go, Pace. What do we do next?
That's a good one. He's like, I can do that too. What's that one Pace is doing? Is that upward dog, is it?
Yeah,
Must be, I think.
Must be upward dog.
That's mountain pose, I think Pace has got on there.
Mountain pose?
Yeah, good boy. Pace, good mountain pose.
See? Smiles for the cameras, he does.
Yeah.
Keep
That's a
your
cool one.
arms up, boy. Paws up.
Pace is into it.
Yeah, Pace is a real yoga dog.
So what's this one called, mate? I'm going to do some of this.
This is three-legged dog.
Okay. Three-legged dog. Pace, you could be that if you don't bloody careful with the pig hunting. You end up being a three-legged dog.
That's a good album by the Cruel Sea.
Oh, yeah.
Right, and then that's Salutation number 1.
Do you know any of this, Arb? Do you do any?
Well, I did a lot of that stuff, so yeah, it's one of my teachers said everything in the Indian name. It's all an asana,
Yep.
you know, so it's all asanas.
Yeah, righto.
Chaturanga.
What's that one called, mate?
That's always good for the backache.
This is up dog.
Oh, yep, I could do that one. Geez, you're flexible, mate.
Peeling the old shoulder stand down. You do a choke,
Oh yeah.
you know, do a shoulder stand into a,
This one's alright.
into a flower,
Oh boy.
and then a choke, and then you'd roll the back onto the ground.
Oh,
It'd be
yeah, yeah, that-
vertebrae by vertebrae, it would roll out on the mat.
Guys, what are you doing, mate?
So one of my subscribers asked where I get my tops from, and it's right here, this shop. Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing some advertising for you.
Oh, great.
One of my subscribers asked where I got my tops from, and I said, well, I'll film it and show you. So I've actually caught you in the thing of doing your job. Nice to see you too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See you.
Yeah. So here we go, mate. Here where they are. And this looks cool. I actually need another one because I gave my last one to Mikhail. And the one I've got right now is grubby. Can't really afford it, but nah. Live dangerously. Buy one. Yeah, if you were a druggie, you'd be using this for mescaline. San Pedro. We're planting it, eh, mate?
We're planting it.
But we're not planting it for drug use, are we?
Oh, obviously not. We're just a couple of straight edge, straight lace
Kiwis.
Kiwis around here.
This came from Ross. And thank you, Ross. Apparently
Thanks, Ross.
they can just grow there, all right. I'll seal that in there like that. You reckon it's going to stay? I reckon a bit more dirt over there, and we'll
Yeah, well, I could probably I'll break it up.
break it down more. Yep. So yeah, thanks, Ross. He gave those to Elle.
Thanks,
Were you
Ross.
actually doing a bit of his gardening for him, were you?
Oh, yeah, I got myself to work.
Yeah. Awesome, mate.
Thanks, Ross,
Yeah.
for the opportunity
Bloody good.
and for the plants.
I don't know if we're going to be able to even drive the house truck away now they're growing there without taking them out, but apparently they just grow. You put them in the ground and they don't even have to have like any roots or no, they just
No.
grow new roots.
Find their own.
Yeah. Yep. That's what we all need to do, mate. Find our own. When I say roots, I mean our ancestry. You know.
Yep, that's it. Find
Yep.
your grounding.
Find your whakapapa. You guys overseas won't know what whakapapa is. It's Māori for your family ancestry.
That's it.
Do you know all your whakapapa?
Oh, yeah.
Yes and no?
Yes, and I'm not that interested. No.
You're not interested? She doesn't give a fuck about her whakapapa.
I'm a redhead with a bad attitude. That's all I know.
No fucks given then, eh? That's out. What's that called?
Maybe San Pedro, maybe just a normal cactus.
Right.
Coyote de Argentina.
Okay, so you like that sort of thing, yeah? Yeah.
Well, this is an Argentinian thing. My
Oh, yeah?
Argentinian friend did it.
Okay.
Sol, Luna, UFO.
They look a little bit like prison tattoos. Are you
Yeah,
sure?
stick and poke, needle.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Is that what stick and poke is?
Yeah, just a needle taped to a popsicle stick.
Really? Have you got any more stick and pokes on you?
Yeah, that's a shit one from my ex.
Yeah, that is pretty shit. Is that your ex that only had one hand?
Yeah, I did a real good one on him. All the way up here.
Did you?
Yeah, but it's
Fucking hell. Any other stick and pokes? What's that under your arm there?
this one.
No, under your arm, like underarm. That's obviously a circle.
Oh no, that's Sturkle, that's the apricot. These are all normal.
Oh, yeah.
These are all machine ones.
Is there any more normal ones on you? What
Nah.
about this arm here, further up?
Oh, wait, yeah.
We get a butterfly.
A butterfly. That one's done in Nepal.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is your phallic.
It's my new man friend.
I'm assuming the plants are male.
I just broke this part off, but I might stick this in the ground too.
So Ross gave you that and it just grows in the ground. What is
That's
it?
what he said. A little cactus flower. It's a succulent, I think, because
Oh,
it's
yeah?
very wet.
Oh, whack it in the ground. Does he reckon it'll just grow just in the ground?
Yeah. Ross, have you got anything else to say? Let us know, but...
Yeah. It's that bit when you cut it, but not quite good. You're going to make a tea out of that or something, eh? I know
yeah,
you're going to
make
use...
some of these wines Ross gave me.
He gave you some wines.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be that fresh, but...
What? Wine gets better as it gets... Oh, no, that's when it's in the barrel. Oh, well, I'll leave your drugs in here, okay?
Yeah, I'll boil those up.
Besides, are you in the middle of drinking this right now, are you?
Yeah, oof.
Mate,
Oh no, that's not the best time to try it, but far out, it's so good.
is it?
Mm.
What is that one?
Sour IPA.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, very good.
Is it alcoholic?
Yeah, I love beer.
Looking good, mate.
Thank you.
Get enough room there, or do you need some more room for something else?
I'm not worried about that actually.
Yeah, it might be a bit squashed up, but you can plant them somewhere else.
It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, like even like 1 in the middle, 2, 3.
Yeah.
But do you reckon that's still a bit tight?
Oh, should be right.
Yeah, like.
Did you cut yourself on your
Yeah.
knuckle? What happened there, mate?
Oh, my new knife from Ross. He told me it's blunt as anything.
Oh, you cut yourself on that?
Yeah, I just flipped it open and then
Oh,
I
mate.
was from the.
Just look.
It's not too bad. It's like quite shallow.
Yeah, don't get any dirt in that though, mate. You should have gloves on, eh? But anyway. Yeah, you get a pretty good immune system.
Yeah, should be right.
Yeah, just be careful.
So, good Kiwi dirt.
No, well, good Kiwi dirt's got good Kiwi tetanus. You don't want to get...
Does it?
Yeah, mate, so you don't want to get... Just be careful there, eh? You probably should have put some gloves on, but you're halfway through it now, you can't, you know.
Yeah, no.
Just let
Committed
it
to the process.
keep it bleeding out and you'll be sweet as.
Yeah.
I've had all sorts of cuts and scratches when I'm hunting and I haven't yet got tetanus, so I have had my shots. Have you had your tetanus shots? You probably have. You've travelled, eh?
So, yeah. When I was a kid.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to put down here?
I was going to go like one in the middle. And probably, I'd realistically, one over.
Yeah,
One extra.
that'll be right.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got some drainage in the bottom of this box or just a flat bottom? Did you put any holes in it?
No, we could actually do that. That'd be nice.
Yeah, might need it, but I'll see how you go.
Yeah.
Got your cup of tea there too, mate. I'll take mine. Have to put some wire over that, mate, otherwise these guys will be into your plants.
You will be. I'll be watching yours.
Yeah, and next thing the old axe will come out and be chop, chop, chop chicken for dinner. That's right, mate. If you eat her plants.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Even though you're a vegetarian, I know that if these guys stuffed up your plants, there'd be hell to pay.
I'm about to get my own supply of cauliflower, like.
Yeah.
That's the dream I'm not willing to give up on. So, yeah, I could kill a chicken over that. Fuck off, cunts.
I don't know if those chickens understand that sort of language. I'm normally a bit more polite than you.
Oh,
I'm normally just say piss off. Are you a bit of a gardener?
oh, I hope so. That lettuce inside's going off.
Well, it's only going to get eaten because that's what you vegetarians do, is you kill plants.
We do.
Do you have any like sort of feelings about killing plants?
Oh, the other day I ate like a bit of coriander and put it straight in my mouth, like straight off the plant. And
Oh, you ate it alive.
Yeah, and that felt a bit weird.
That's like cannibalism, isn't it? Eating it alive.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even like take it indoors and prepare a salad. I was just like, bang.
Bang. I bet it tastes good though.
Yeah,
Fresh
I was
as.
I was like, is that a bit like destructive?
No, I think it's good. I reckon out of the garden you can't beat. I don't even rest them like straight into the gob, mate.
Don't even rest
yeah, no, I don't even sit them.
No, don't even have time to bleed out.
I reckon they taste better, eh?
Yeah, I'm a real raw veggie fan.
Yeah.
Yep, I went on a wheat cleanse once, just raw food.
I don't
Makes a
understand
difference.
cleansing, you know, because if you go to the pub for the night, you have a cleanse out the next morning. You sit on that toilet, you're cleansed out, bud, and then you're good to go again. And you go to the pub on a Saturday night.
Oh, a good yonder, honestly.
Yeah, a
Why do
yonder.
people diet? Nothing. Just go chuck up just before bed.
Well, you've done that a few times too, haven't you?
Oh,
Like more than once.
the way I'm talking about it, I sound like an expert, don't I? But sometimes, tactical.
Yeah. Looking alright, these. They'll be sweet as.
They might need a replant in a week or two, depending on the... Look at this one.
It's good.
It's ready to fruit.
Yeah, yeah. I've just planted some basil out and I'm going to go and plant some seeds and some toilet rolls. Yeah, that's my next trick. So we need to get those covered. So you need a wee frame over the top for your wire that I've given you.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Well, I use a bit of hose, what I use. If you can find a bit of that somewhere, just, you know, poke at one end,
Oh, yeah.
just to lift it up, just so they're not getting squashed. I'll
Yeah,
come
that's
back
a
and
good
see what
idea.
you do.
Okay.
I planted these little basils from seed. I don't know if you can see here, but something's chewed these ones off. Something came in the glass house and chewed them off. And these are going okay. I've just planted them out in a bigger box. They were growing in this, and I've got 4 left. I've just reseeded again. I reckon that'll keep the chickens out though. It's enough, mate.
Deter them.
Yeah, just something to secure that a bit so the wind or something doesn't knock it off. Yeah, you'd be sweet as. What are you digging on there, bud?
Just gonna get this out.
Put that dirt out, yeah? It's good dirt, eh? Yeah, it's it's got like twitch to it. It's actually good dirt, eh? It's just got like twitch right in it.
That's right, we'll just dig through it and then get some new chickens.
I have got a straining thing with those little round things. You can shake it. And,
Oh yeah.
but fuck
That'll
me.
be alright, like, because we're just gonna, I mean, we'll dig a bit out for the gardens, won't we, and then maybe, like, just throw new chickens in here.
Well, this has had like a pig living in here for like years, so, and it's all stuff that's turned over and poo and food broken down, so it's actually good soil, but it's
Bloody
just
good soil. It's just this top layer, like, with
that twitch.
all the twitch
Yeah.
in it.
So we're going to chop those up with that saw. Well, the saw was definitely the wrong tool for that job. Going to try the steak knife. Better and faster. Righto, get some little planters here. Quite a few little planters. So today I bought some steak, and I don't buy steak very often. Well, that's actually bullshit. I bought 2 lots of steak in the last 10 days because I like steak and I don't have any cows to kill. And I've kept the plastic tray the steak was in because I thought it would be good for a wee roof over my plants, but also I thought it would be good, you know, something to actually contain the actual rolls like that. And yeah, it'll work alright. And I might get another one and put it over the top. Might not too. Might just poke it in the glass house and leave it like that. But I'm going to seed some stuff on that. The old sparrow's having a fight up in the tree up there. Anyway, I've also got this. It's got a bit of water in it. It's a bit stuffed. You guys know what it is. It's a thing for eggs, egg carton. So I'm also going to plant some stuff on that and in those as well. We're outside and everything's bloody wet, so there's no chance of this stuff flying around. It's had a bit of water on it. Otherwise I'd be wearing a mask. Just going to put that in there, spread it around a bit and put some seeds on it. Almost time for your walk, eh Bigsy, eh? Just about that time again, mate. You said like 3 today already. He knows what time it is, don't you, boy, eh? Good boy. Good boy B, had a good dog. So I've got in here some recycled stuff going on, recycled or upcycled toilet rolls with an upcycled steak tray. And of course my egg carton, needs a bit of wood under it. So this was a target the boys used for one of my boot camps, so I ran for them, and as you can see, their names are still on there: Spencer, Ben, Crazy Dub, Cole. And I'm not sure who won that one. Right, what do you reckon, Ducky? Be alright? Dill, this is what dill looks like over here. I planted these about, what was it, the date was the 31st of July. And the reason I'm planting more dill is great with fish, and we're going to the fishing season, so I'm going to plant those, and they just go on the surface, you don't even cover them. And in here I'm going to plant radish. But check these out, these are Japanese radishes. Daikon Japanese. Fantastic Asian gourmet versatility. I haven't grown them before, so not sure how they go. And they'll go into our rolls, our toilet rolls. And they want to be 1 centimetre underground. It's quite deep. It's getting dark now, so filming's not easy, but you can see I've got them in their wee squares in the surface there. Not even covered up, just sitting there like that. A wee bit covered up, that won't matter. And they'll be good. So I'll better stagger that, so when I'm doing my fishing, I've got my fish. Hopefully that'll be my first lot of snapper. I'll better eat those, and then the next lot there. Right, let's plant those radishes. These seeds are quite big, eh? Beautiful night. So I'm just doing the last one. There's one there and one there. I've got a seed left over, it can be 2 in that. Cover them all up. There's the seed down in the hole. Just going to cover those up a bit with my fingers. Be enough. 1, 2. Poke them down there. And that is upcycling stuff to grow my plants. And I think you'd agree that it's good to use something if you can. We'll come back to that dill and everything else in the future and see how it's doing. Going to keep that off the ground a wee bit. Just a wee bit of water over them. Just give them a bit of a kick start. Don't want things to dry out. And these seeds can all have a bit of water on them too. This is just one of those glass cleaner containers. Again, upcycling. You don't have to buy the proper thing. Nothing wrong with an old plastic container. Thrush. It's an introduced species to New Zealand, not native bird to our country. But nice in the evening to hear them sing, eh? Great bird song. Pop the lid on. Good night, guys. Sleep tight. See you in the morning. Come. Hey, Pace. Pace, sit. Pace, sit. Pace, sit. Pace, sit. Good boy. Stay. Stay. Sit. Stay. 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 Wiggle. Come on. What you doing, hey? Hey, Pope. Hi, come. What are you doing, Bruno? Come on. Heel up. Bixie, come. Bruno, come. Wait for the command. Bruno, come. Po. Stay. Stay. Wiggle. Chaos. Absolute chaos. Good boy. Wiggle. That'll do. Take it easy. Po. Pace. Pace, come. Good boy, Pace. Good dog. Good dog. Bruno's going well. Pace, get him behind. Pace, get him behind. Get him behind, Pace. Good boy. Right, the light's fading. I know I look bright on the screen, but that's just the old Galaxy S20 Ultra Smart Ass phone. It makes everything look brighter. Pace, get him behind. Pace, get him behind. So, Conrad has asked me about 100,000 times, Clay, how do you whistle like that? Get in. Good dogs. Good girl, Po. He's coming up. Good girl. Good girl. And all listening, that's what I want to see. Good dogs. How do you do it? Right, very quick lesson. Keep all your top lips and your bottom lips firm. Allow your tongue to come out a little bit and sit directly on your bottom lip like that. Then make it tight and make it sort of like that way. Concave. That shape. Bring it up to your top teeth. There. Bring the slip underneath. Make that shape with your mouth. Tight, tight lips. Keeping that slightly concave and up under your top teeth there. There. And blow air through it very hard. Easy peasy. I don't know if that was the best lesson that's been done on how to whistle at. It's just off the top. Probably I could have given it more thought and tried harder, but give me your feedback. Did it work okay for you, or did you fail? And I'm sure there's somebody on YouTube who can do it a hell of a lot better, well, do the explaining a hell of a lot better than me. Right, it's getting dark. I'm going to finish this vlog up. Hope you had a good one. Time to take these guys back, feed them their chunky dog food tonight it is, because we're out of posse yum. Be good, can't be good, be careful, see you in the next one. They've just seen a hare run across the paddock, well, these B has. B, you leave it, B. B, come. B, come. Good boy, B. Good boy, B. B, come. B, come. Good boy, that's what I want to see. Good dogs, good dogs, good dogs. And you're a good boy too, Bruno. You don't have to knock me over. Good boy.
Get the facts right. Singing the blues.
Good dogs.
Early in the morning, Elle wakes up. She goes to the toilet when she jumps out of her house truck. Then she goes to them dog kennels. She lets out Pace, B and Po. Don't forget Pixie. And Bruno?
And Bruno too.
But those fucking Waller Terriers chase a rabbit and piss her off. She got them doggy walking blues. True story. He chased a rabbit.
And Pace ran with him.
Yeah. When they came back, guess what? She punched the man in the head. Got them doggy walking blues. Every time you know you're gonna lose. Did you really punch the dogs in the head? I know you punched the horse out once.
Oh yeah, nah, swung and missed that horse.
Swung and missed that horse. Oh, okay, lucky for the horse. Them doggy walking blues. So you walk the dogs in the morning?
And I never ever get angry.
She loses her cool. You ever seen a redhead woman so mad? When the doggy walking blues gets out of control, then how she gets it bad. Got them doggy walking blues.
Doggy stops on every tree where it does its doggy, wheeze, and poos.
Oh.
Yeah, so early in the morning with them doggy walking blues. Now stay cool and don't lose your cool.
Oh. You hear that, Pace? Don't lose your cool.
Posse yum in the morning, posse yum at night. She feeds them posse yum and sometimes chonky and makes everything alright. Got them doggy walking blues. They slope off to chase a rabbit, a hare or two. So tell me, what's the cure? What's the cure, dear Elle, for them doggy walking blues? I tell you the cure, put them on a bloody lead.
And a hot cup of joe.